Today, my friends, is the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end of what we know as Star Wars. That seems kind of ominous, I will fully admit, right? It seems kind of dark and dreary. Like, Matt, come on, really? Is what you're going to go with there? But no, it kind of is. Today marks the countdown to December. Because J.J. Abrams tweeted this. It feels impossible, but today Ray wrapped photography on episode 9. There is no adequate way to thank this truly magical crew and cast. I'm forever indebted to you all. And this picture here of Daisy Ridley and John Boyega and Oscar Isaac are all hugging each other right there. And we get a couple key things to look at here. For one, Daisy Ridley's back in her original hairstyle from The Force Awakens. She's holding her staff. We can see it on the other side of Oscar Isaac. Isaac is not dressed in the attire that one would expect to see from Star Wars, meaning that he's not on set that day. And Boyega's hair is a little bit longer, as it probably is going to be in the movie from there being a time jump. But it also appears that he is maybe dressed in something that you would see in Star Wars. Or it could be the last shot of the movie. I have no freaking idea. It could be like A New Hope when they're all up in the temple getting the awards and shit. But that's what it is. That's the emotional ending to it all. There we have it right there. It's a nice looking photo. I like the look on Boyega. What I feel is somewhat optimism in his eyes. That I could be reading that too much. Oscar Isaac looks like he's about to cry, and Daisy is just, I'm probably happy that it's all over. But what I mean by this is the beginning of the end. Is it's done. It's shot. It's in the can. Where it goes from here is, to the editing bay, where it will spend months and months and months, 10 months being worked on. It will spend 10 months being worked on through visual effects and through everything else. And they've been working on this movie now for a number of months. They've been shooting this movie. I think they started shooting it in June of last year, if I recall. They've spent a lot of time working on it. It's now in the can, and it now goes into its final run. It goes in to be completed in post-production. John Williams doing his final Star Wars score, probably giving it everything he's got. The dude is 87 years old, and he's rocking the last Star Wars saga, or the Skywalker saga movie. J.J. Abrams is going to be making up for the disaster that was The Last Jedi, making up for letting Rian Johnson have his way in the sandbox, fracturing the fan base. As weird as it seems, this image actually gives me hope to an extent, because there's something about it that just kind of, it's bittersweet to me. There's love in this photo. There is camaraderie in this photo. There is sadness and sorrow and happiness and glee in this photo, because it's a culmination. It's a culmination of the end. It's a culmination of where things have been and where things are going to go for the finale. And that gives me some hope. Yes, I'm maintaining my hope that this movie is not going to be the last movie. It's not going to be The Last Jedi. And I find it interesting still that we got this right after the Rian Johnson episode, that whole thing went down. Right now, the funny thing was, and I talked about this too yesterday, and I caught wind of this last night, is that, apparently some movie theaters are claiming to have gotten a hard drive, an encrypted hard drive from Disney that had like SWE9 written on it. And that it's supposedly a trailer for Star Wars. That is supposedly something that they're going to be putting out there in theaters this next week or this week when they're giving out the theaters this early. Those reports are coming out. Now we get the final, the episode 9 has finished shooting and going off to be edited, coming after a decent controversy. There hadn't been any updates for a while about where things are. Now you might be asking yourself, what are you getting at here, Matt? What you thinking? Well, I'm thinking this. I'm thinking that we're going to see a trailer next week. Or maybe I think next Sunday. A week from Sunday. And I think theaters got it early. I think theaters are getting it. I will put a call into my old theater to see if they've got it. I don't think they probably did. They're a smaller 2-screen theater. But the Oscars are coming up. ABC is pushing it. They need Viewership, they've been dropping. The Grammys dropped. The Golden Globes dropped in ratings. The Oscars are clearly going to do the same with no host to bring in the audience and having a roving crew of actors presenting. Never mind the controversy surrounding the types of the technical awards that were going to be given off camera, which by the way now have been reinstated to being part of the show. So there's that. And they're going to need something to keep people watching. They're going to need something to keep people tuning in and paying attention. And after the fumble that was the Aladdin trailer release during the Grammys last week, and how everyone was laughing at Will Smith, so Disney went out and they released a teaser trailer for Frozen as a way to cleanse the palate for that. Now we're hearing there's a trailer for Star Wars coming out. Yes. Disney's in damage control mode on a couple of different fronts, so they're going to probably be giving us a trailer. Does that have anything to do with this image right here? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't, and that's okay. That's all right. I'm excited for Star Wars. I am. I have no problem admitting that. I didn't care for episode 8, but I'm excited to see where things go. You may not agree, and that's entirely fine. That's entirely fine. But when I see something like this, part of me just goes, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's the beginning of the end. Now, whether or not that end is good or bad, we won't know for 10 months. We will not know from 10 freaking months. But if this image is any indication as to what to expect emotionally, I think things are going to be okay. I do. I think things are going to be okay. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. Put it out there to you guys, what your thoughts, your opinions on it might be. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think this is going to be any good, any bad? What are your thoughts about when we're going to see the first trailer? You think it's going to be Star Wars Celebration, or you think they're going to go full damage control mode and give it to us early during the Oscars? I'm curious to know your thoughts or your opinions. If you made it this far, do me a favor, type in Star Wars in the chat so I know. Toss the video a thumbs up. It does help out. And if you want to help support the channel, you can always subscribe. Turn off the pesky ad block or check out Patreon or subscribe star links below in the video description. My name is Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. While you're here, feel free to check out that subscribe button. Help the channel out. Or you can watch any of the newest videos and make sure that you're caught up to date with what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So that way, when you're at work tomorrow, you can wow your friends with the information you learned from watching these videos. That's right. I said it. Subscribe.